What's going on, my notary family? We're back. Today is the 1K Learn Away update. So I'm going to go online and find exactly what we need to say for each document. Everything is online. If you don't know what to say, you can Google it, but I found the websites. I'm going to show you where, and I'll put the links in the description so you can just boom, and then you can find out. You have your own list. But anyway, we're going over the docs. Where it's at? The docs right here. These mock docs, okay? That we're all going to practice and understand how to present. So, without further ado, cue the intro. All right, we're back. We are back. So let's go over to. So here's what I did. I came into Google and I typed explaining loan documents. Okay, and I just pressed search. And here are different websites, but don't worry about memorizing these. I'll just put links in the description. But here's one from National Notary, signing agent tip, explaining loan docs. Okay, summary of loan docs, document cheat sheet for notary signing agents. These are just all ones that I clicked on, describing loan documents and answers. Anyway, so let's go up to this first one. Okay, and in this PDF, I'll link it. So signing professionals work with notary signing agents, signing presentation guidelines and reference. So this one just goes over the beginning, presentation confirmation, introduction. You can go over this on your own. Opening and section 5, closing ceremony. But anyway, this is what we want to know. Here's the title of the document, closing disclosure, and a description of the document. Okay, errors and omission. Okay, and this talks about exactly what you can say. So in our document packet, and the one we're going to go over in the call, the first one is the closing disclosure. Okay, so you don't know what to say, that's okay. Closing disclosure right here. What does it say? Combines and replaces HUD settlement statement and truth in lending for most loans applied beginning October. The closing disclosure. Here's what we got. Here's where we at. The closing disclosure itemized all closing costs. Boom. That's it. So let me write that down. And you better be writing this down too. And I'll just put CD itemizes all cost. Boom. Done. Okay, so what's next on the list? We have notice of right to cancel. So let's scroll down and see if they have that in here. Right to cancel. And pound notice of right to cancel. Here it is. Dang, let's see what it says. The borrower, dang, that word is so hard to say. The borrower, why don't they just put signer? That's easy. The signer's notice of their right to cancel the transaction within a specified time frame. All right, right to cancel, the RTC. And let's see, what does it say? Right to cancel within a specified time frame. Right, this is the RTC within a specified time frame. And they don't have it on here, but the time frame is 3 business days after the signing. Okay, Sunday is not a business day, and holiday is not a business day, but Saturday is. So we have that right to cancel. Done. Okay, note is next on the list. Oh, look at that. Note is right here. The note is a written promise to pay. And that's normally all I say. The note is a written promise to pay a sum of money that states interest rate during a specified term. Excuse me. Okay, so next up is note. And what does it say? Promise to pay. To pay money stated and interest in a specified term. In a specified term. Okay, note is done. That's the presentation, and they would sign the last page. Next up on our list is the deed of trust. So let's see if they have deed on here somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Man, I wish I can sing. I'll give up everything else I know how to do just to know how to sing. So where is deed? Unless I passed it up. Oh no, that's it. It stops at W9, Uniform Residential Truth. So let me double check. So that's why I went to 3 different websites. Because they all have, oh, here it is, mortgage deed of trust. They all have most of the same documents, but sometimes they'll have a couple extra. Anyway, so deed of trust, what is the deed? The deed is a recorded document. A document is recorded in county land records as evidence of the lender's security interest in the property. Okay. This is not what I say. I'll tell you what I say in a second. The deed is recorded in county. Recorded doc in county records, and it's the lender's security interest in the property. Basically, they own it. So what I say, I tell them it's the pink slip to the house, and I say, here's the trustee, and the deed is that the trustee has the pink slip to the house, to your house, until you pay it off. Okay, makes it a little comical. Oh, pink slip, haha, kind of like a car. You don't own your car till you pay it off and you get the pink slip. Because if you think that's your car and you don't have the pink slip, stop making the payments, and the real owner will show up. So the deed is normally 15 pages. This one on this mock sheet, they have initials on each page at the bottom. So make sure you always look for initials. So next up we have a condominium rider. Condominium rider. I don't get these much. Maybe 1 out of 5. So let's see if they talk about, oh, right here, condominium rider. Exactly what we need. The rider states the property is a condominium. Okay. States the property is a condominium. And also it goes over property insurance and condominium obligations. So again, if you're not sure what to say, just look at what the title of the paragraphs, and normally they're in black bold letters, and you can tell them what the documents go over. Okay, condominium obligations and property insurance. And they would sign that last page. All right, so next up is occupancy and financial status affidavit. Now this one, it's always checked off. Not 100%. I think I had one where it wasn't checked, but 99% of the time it's checked off that it's their principal residence and they'll occupy the property. But anyway, so don't take my word for it. Let's, what does this say? Occupancy and financial status affidavit. Let's see. Deed verification, settlement, good faith, 4506T. Closing, certification, and authorization. Nope. Unless I pass it up or it's not in here. Truth in lending. Yeah, it's not in here. Okay, so this is okay. This is what I was talking about. So it doesn't have obviously not every document, just the main ones. Let's see. So here's another website that I went to that has loan docs and explanations. So let me scroll back up, and then we'll just look for occupancy. I don't know. Closing, truth in lending, uniform residential. Specify closing, signature, service, closure, riders. Say riders, deed of trust, mortgages, payoff statement, payment letter, Patriot Act. Here's this occupancy affidavit. This is what I want. Oh, it doesn't even highlight in blue. Okay, this states that the borrower acknowledges no additional liens, judgment, encumbrances against the property. It also states that no one else owns the property besides the borrower. There is no contract for sale, confirms marital status, no delinquent. And it has additional information. By signing this document, the borrower declares that he, she, purchaser, the homeowner already occupies the property. Okay, this one declares that you occupy the property. And if you look on your copy of the mock documents, it's checked off under number 2. Under principal residence, the box is checked, and the first sentence says borrower either currently occupies and uses the property as principal residence, or borrower will occupy. That's it. Okay, so it's already checked off. Occupancy. And normally when it's checked off like that, I'll just put checked off already, that you occupy the property. And that's it. Okay, so it's 2 pages. They sign and then you notarize. Signature affidavit, aka statement. So signature, let's go back to this one. I like this setup better. So let's see if they have signature affidavit. Yes, signature name affidavit. That's the next one. So I'll just put SIG. Okay, let's see what it said. The signature and name affidavit lists variations of the borrower's name, such as AKAs, that the lender may have located when checking their credit when the title search was completed. The variations may differ in their name as it appears on the lender's loan documents. So it is a list of variations that the lender may have located when checking credit. List of name variations that came up when checking your credit. And then normally the first thing I say that this is me notarizing your signature, because it's broke up in 2 sections. The first section, if you look at your paper above AKA statement, it'll have their name as they're signing on the document, and that's the one that you're notarizing. And now say this top section where you sign your name here is me notarizing your signature. This AKA is different names that came up when they ran your credit. And if you went by these names in the past, you would sign exactly how they have it. If not, you can put never known as. Boom. All right. Next up, limited power of attorney. Limited attorney. Okay, let's see if they have it. Let's keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. I don't think this one's on here. First payment letter, owner's affidavit, note, loan estimate, itemization, impound, initial escrow, good faith. No, it's not on here. So we have to check the other website. What is it called? Limited power of attorney. And this one's for clerical errors. You give them the power of attorney to make any necessary changes on typographical errors, not what's the word? Numerical. Okay, so not numerical. Here it is, limited power of attorney. A power of attorney is a written authorization naming an agent to represent or act on another's behalf in private affairs. So it's just giving them the power to act on their behalf. And limited power of attorney restricts power to perform certain functions on a document, such as the power to mortgage or sell real property. Some variations. And this text is so small. Agreement. Limited power of attorney give the lender permission to fix clerical errors. So you're giving the lender permission to fix clerical errors. And this all this stuff I'm telling you is inside the documents already. Okay, so if you look under powers, the paragraph title powers, it says, in the event of clerical or typographical error is discovered on any document pertaining to this transaction, my agent or assignees is hereby authorized to correct any clerical or typographical errors and to initial, sign, seal, and deliver as my act. Okay, so you work with, this is what I say, work with the lender to correct any clerical errors. I should work with the lender to correct any clerical errors. Okay. So next up, we have the uniform residential loan application. All right, I know this one's on here. I think, oh yeah, here it is. Uniform residential loan application. This is the final type version of the loan. Easy. URLA. Final typed version of the loan. Easy money. Okay. And if you look on the residential loan application, I think the last 2 pages, normally when on my documents, the last 2 pages, they would sign the first one at the top and the last 2. So, now we'll talk about presentation after I present it to you. So next up, we have the Patriot Act, and we don't need to look this up. You just fill out their information, their driver's license information, or whatever document they use, driver's license or passport. And you sign, signing agent on this one. You put your name and signing agent, and that's the end. And the last 2 pages are signing in your journal. So we don't need to go over that. I'll do that on a different video on how I do my journal, or the order, the way I like to do it. Okay, so now we have all the documents we need, and we know what to say. So you can come back to these websites if you're not sure what to say, or if you can't find something in the documents when you look it over, or you just want reconfirmation, you can come here. And here has all documents. Look, the note, notice right to cancel. Let's see what it has at the top. Good faith estimate. See, it has different stuff on different websites. HUD-1 settlement statement, that's breakdown of the loan. Flood hazard insurance, this indicates whether or not the property is in an area designed for flood zone area. See, look, I have flood hazard insurance notice in all my documents. Just about errors and omission. But anyway, let's check this other website I found. If it loads, statewide document service. Oh, so this one you can look it up from all the letters, B to BCD, all just the titles. Okay. Anyway, you can just go in order. So borrower's affidavit. This document must be signed by the borrower in the presence of a notary public, and the document the borrower attests that they have not done anything to affect the title of the property. So that's what you can say. If you get one of these borrower's affidavit, but you can just put right here, borrower attests that they have not done anything to affect the title to property. All right, borrower certification, if you get that, closing instructions, compliance agreement, deed of trust mortgage, direct endorsement, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, that one's self-explanatory, escrow account disclosure, look, first payment letter, flood insurance. Now look, and if you don't want to scroll up and down, you just type the title, the first letter. If you get a document that has S, signature affidavit, and you can go right to it. Tax authorization, truth in lending. So it has here, then you can just pick out what it says. So flood certification, federal law requires that you obtain flood insurance. If you obtain a mortgage and property is in a designated flood zone, the fee paid to a third party to determine the flood zone status of your property and notify us changes to the flood zone map to affect your property during the file. Flood certification. It'll say in the first paragraph on the form if they have to get flood insurance. Okay. First payment letter. This document states that the borrower's first payment is due and what has been estimated to be. Okay, first payment letter is self-explanatory. That's all you have to say. So let's see what else I have. Document cheat sheet. So this is the same thing. Let's see what website this is. American Association of Notaries. Document cheat sheet for new notary signing agents. So let's just scroll down. Settlement statement. This document shows all the settlement charges involved in your loan. It's self-explanatory. Please take time to look over these numbers. I do not say please take time because I don't want them to please take time. They should already know the numbers. Otherwise, the lender didn't do their job. But 99% of the time, they know already. And they know ahead of time how much the loan is, the percent, what they're owed, what they're due. The number part, most people know. It's a 30-year deal, so they make sure they know. Notice of right to cancel, deed of trust mortgage, promissory note, initial escrow disclosure. This discusses your escrow account. That's all you have to say. Look, perfect sentence. First payment letter. This explains when your first payment is due. Boom. Uniform residential loan application. This application that you filled out at the beginning of your loan, you are requested to sign and confirm that it is accurate. There you go. Borrower's acknowledgement of receipts of disclosures. This document says that you acknowledge receiving applicable disclosures. There you go. Document correction agreement. This says that you will work with the lender to provide any additional information, funds required, if any, to complete the loan package. Notarize. And it tells you errors and omission. You will work with the lender to provide any additional information requested to complete the loan package. Notarize. See? It's not difficult. But being on the spot, public speaking is a challenge for a lot of people. Because all eyes are on you. Let's do one more. Survey affidavit. This document relates to the facts about your current property survey. Now let's do one that we normally get. And look, it has tips right here. Signing agent script. Most signing agents become so familiar with documents that by their 10th signing, they have patented script of their own, which they can recite easily. Don't be concerned if it seems extremely difficult the first few times. Yep, download a set of documents and start working on your script too. Man, ain't that what that's what we're doing. We're working on our script. Borrower's question, completing notary. Look, the information is there. Now let me show you this. This one doesn't really go over documents, stuff like that, presenting documents, but this is super helpful. 10 Steps to a Flawless Loan Signing by Laura Bewer, NNA instructor at Notary Signing Agent. Look, this is good. So take some time to read this over too. Tell us about yourself. We don't need to. Objectives, nope. Role of innocent, nope. Expectations, nope. Poll question. This is not one. This one's good. Identify obstacles and recovery plans. Contact the borrowers, evaluate the environment, describe the signing process, execute the document. So that's what it's going to go over. Review. Let's just go to step 1. Identify obstacles and recovery plans. So location, safety, and accessibility. Your ability to fulfill requirements, faxing, drop, deadlines, okay, scope of the assignment, size of the package, number of borrowers, know your availability. It's good stuff. Confirm ID. Inform the borrower if they need to provide insurance declaration, photocopy of ID. Upon arrival of the signing, make sure the table is appropriately suitable for the signing loan documents. Okay. Describe the process. Execute the documents. Look, this is good. Look at this. And it tells you settlement statement. It's highlighted what you can point out. Boom, boom. There we go. And we scroll down. Look, you can point this stuff out, and most of it will be the same. This is the same stuff that's on the note. Boom, look at that. We have the note. So here's your note, which is your borrower's promise to pay. Okay, and the loan amount here, 202. Interest rate right here highlighted. Your payment will begin April 1st, 2010 and end March 1st, 2040. And here's your monthly payments minus escrow. And then they sign it. Deed of trust. Here's the borrower, that signer. Okay, and the amount and the loan will be paid off March 1st, 2040. It's a condominium writer. And they sign, and you notarize. Notice a right to cancel. So I always point out today's date. If it's not, make sure you check that. Even if it's typed in, you got to check it, because I had one yesterday that had the wrong date on it. So they have to change it, and the signers have to change it and initial it. And then you also would need to change this if it needed to be. So February 12th is today's date, and you have till February 15th to cancel the loan. And if you decide to cancel, here's the address to do so. And we would just need to sign and date the bottom, not up here. Make sure you touch it, because they just see signature and sign the first one, and that's happened. Okay, signature, name, affidavit. They will sign here, samples. All right, so look, it's already highlighted. And look, make sure you check this one too on the Patriot Act, because you check for 1 or 2 forms. Some companies will have just say 1 form is good. Some will have 2 forms. So you just have to check. And here's different things that they can use for another form of ID. You put sign, you put signing agent. So it's good stuff. So anyway, now let's go. I'm gonna just present to you exactly what we found. Here we go. All right, my notary family, we're back. So I have my list of documents that we just went over online. Here's the packet. So first up is our closing disclosure, and it itemizes all costs. So let's see, we have a 30-year refi fixed rate conventional loan amount 205, interest rate 3.25, monthly principal and interest is $894, and prepayment penalty no. Okay, come down to estimated escrow is $544, estimated monthly payments is $1340, and that includes property taxes, homeowners insurance. Okay, does not include HOA dues. Closing cost is $49.76, and cash to close is $2666. Okay, if all that looks good, we want to sign and date the last page right here. You got to use the notary fingers. Okay, don't forget. Don't forget. Done. Next up, notice of right to cancel. And the right to cancel, well, this gives you the right to cancel within a specified date. So we have today's date, which is March 13th, 2020, and you have until March 16th, 2020 by midnight if you wish to cancel the loan, and here's the address to do so. We would sign and date here at the bottom. Next up, we have the note. Promise to pay money. Promise to pay back. I don't like this. This is not my script, so it's hard to say. Promise to pay money stated in interest in a specific term. Okay, or you can just say your note is your promise to pay. And here's your loan amount, which, what is it on here? $205,631. Your interest rate, which we went over in the closing disclosure, 3.2. And your payments, where does it say it will begin? Oh, March 1st, 2020, and your payments will end April 1st, 2050. Or 2021, so it'll be 2051 if it was in this year's. All right, so we just signed the last page. And for a tip, you guys, it does say seal. That does not mean your notary seal, because it doesn't have the notary words. That just means sign it. All right, next is your deed of trust. The deed is a recorded document in county records, and I can't read my handwriting, and it's the lender's security interest in the property. Basically, the next 14 pages says that the trustee, stalwart title of Modesto, has a pink slip to your house for the next 30 years until you pay it off. So we would just sign the last page, and I notarize. Oh, it's not together. It's separate. You would sign here and notarize the next page. Bam. Condominium writer. States that the property is in the condominium. Is a condominium. Goes over condominium, goes over obligations and property insurance. We just need a signature on the last page here. Bam. occupancy and financial status affidavit is checked off for you that you currently occupy the property or will occupy the property. Okay, they're like, yeah, this is my house, I'm gonna stay here. Sign here and I take care of the bottom. Okay, normally I just do this. I just say sign here, I take care of the bottom. I put my hand over it. Okay, because they see signature. 9 out of 10 times when we sign anything in our life, it's always signatures at the bottom. So they see, oh, signature, boom. Don't do that. Okay, point it out. Notary fingers. Sign and date, I take care of the bottom. All right. Signature affidavit and AKA statement is me notarizing your signature and a list of variations that came up when they checked your credit. So first you would sign here at the top, and these are the variations that came up when they checked your credit. If you've ever used these in the past, you would sign exactly how they have it here. If not, you put never known as. Okay. Limited power of attorney. Where is that? Oh, right here. That you'll work with the lender to correct any clerical errors. And I think I dropped that paper. Well. Yeah, here it is. And then we notarize the back. Notary fingers, sign and date. Okay. Uniform residential loan application. This is the final type version of your loan. Basically a cheat sheet. I tell them it's a cheat sheet. I say because there's all your information in these next few pages that they use to qualify the loan. We just need you to verify and sign. So first we would have a signature on the top of the page. This first, what do I say? I can't remember. I'll just say right here. First it goes over your loan terms, which is the same that's in the note. Next is property information, borrower's information. If there's two, then both of them would sign. And then we just need a signature at the top. They sign that. I don't give them all these at the same time because it can be confusing because they don't need signatures on all these. And I would just say the next. Oh, they do initial at the bottom of these on this one. So the next couple pages goes over employment information, monthly income, assets and liabilities, and more assets and liabilities. We just need signatures at the bottom of each of these pages. Okay. And this one we just need sign and date, notary fingers, and an initial. And the last one is sign and date. So if you're not sure what to say, like you can just read what it says, what it goes over here in the block letters. But anyway, we went over it, so now you know. This is your Patriot Act. This is for you. You don't need to explain this to them, but you can just tell them, oh, Patriot Act, that's for me. I'll just fill out your ID information in here. And your signing agent. And that's it. And here's the journal, practice journal, but we'll do that later. I fill out my journal every time I stamp it. I abbreviate it in my journal and then write the time. So that's that. That's the loan presentation. All right, so this is what we're going to practice. My plan is just to get comfortable talking in front of somebody else. Not to say be experts at every single document and answer a whole bunch of questions. Just so you get comfortable saying, this is this, what it's about, sign a date here. This is this, what it's about, sign a date here. This is this, what it's about, sign a date here. That's the process, just to get the jitters out, okay? Shake them out. Shake them out. That's my plan, just to get you comfortable in the nerves, okay? So that's that. I don't know how we'll all connect. I don't know if I should. I'm thinking about making a Discord. Didn't I say that? Make a Discord so that way everybody can join and we can just put the information in there and everyone can have it one central spot. So maybe another week or two. Another week. Maybe Sunday. Then we can all link up. So maybe one more week. We'll figure it out. Gotta make a Discord. And that way everybody can jump in there. I can drop the link, drop the information, and we all are in one spot. Versus I put it on YouTube and then it's all in comments or on the gram. We need to all just get in one spot. All right. So that's that. That's how we're going to present the docs. Check the links in the description so you can pop it up on your computer. You can read over it. You can copy down what they say and repeat it, or repeat exactly what I say. This is not about making your own script. This is just getting comfortable saying this is what it's about. This is where you sign. This is the name of the document. This is what it's about. This is where you sign. That's it. All right. Thank you. I love you. Have a beautiful day. And I'll see you on the Zoom. I forgot one more thing. So even though all the documents and everything's online for your research, there's videos you can watch, some people may think, is it worth it to get a course or get a mentor, get a one-on-one trainer? And I say yes. Overall, yes. I mean, obviously it would depend on you. Some people need a personal trainer versus being able to work out on their own because motivation reasons, right? I know I do better if I have a team around me. Ever since the Rona jumped off, I haven't been working out as much. I put on a few pounds, but when I was working with people in the gym, we'd hold each other accountable, and I'll make sure I stay there because I'd go routinely because I didn't want to let them down, or they'd come because they didn't want to let me down. I make commitments. So having somebody with an accountability partner is big. So it's getting a mentor, I think, helpful if you feel you need it, if you want that one-on-one, somebody that you can actually talk to and critique you, because doing this way, you have to be able to critique yourself. If you just go online and find information all for you, it is there, but having somebody one-on-one to talk to can be helpful if you feel you need that. So I'm not doing this to say forget the courses, because they probably going, I'm sure, a lot more detail. I'm just showing you what you can say and how to find information, but they can break it down. Somebody that's having a course that'll give you one-on-one can give you more insight and detail and personal experience, because that's also what you're missing out on. So I say yes, of course, and want a mentor if you feel you need it. If not, then get the information yourself and work your presentations. So if you need it, get it. If you don't, don't. That's it. All right. Love you. See you next time.